Where we're from, there's always the narrative of the black man not doing enough, being enough, or fulfilling his role as a leader or head of the household he truly has no authority of. And in most cases, the majority of us never even had the luxury or benefit to even witness the father in the home. But where does this continuous traumatic cycle stem from? And who's to blame? Is it hereditary, passed down as a generational curse, or could it be systematic, meaning orchestrated by something bigger? So before we get into it, I am in no way pointing the blame or expressing hate in this video. I'm only using creativity to challenge your thought process to see deeper in what exactly we are facing as black people.
But the evidence
that's a serious problem and threat to our community, because if we don't get it together, our future generations can be totally extinct. So first off, how do you view a black man in his image? Do you have traumatized hate for him because of bad history from a father? Or maybe even an ex-boyfriend who did you wrong, which is common in most communities. But what if there was a designed silent war against him, and you were the very weapon used against him? Because if the crack era wouldn't work, slavery didn't destroy him. What if you were the very one thing that can get close to destroy his very purpose that God gave him, which was to lead his family and ultimately rule the world? And in case you didn't know, black families, together, strong, tight-knit, are the biggest threat. Because a masculine, God-fearing man with a purpose and a feminine, virtuous, nurturing helpmate might seem small, but this unit can produce a community and nation of God-fearing people, and that's what they're afraid of. Strong black woman.
You don't need a man. Repeat after me. I'm an independent woman.
I'm an independent woman.
The book of Genesis, chapter 3 and verse 16. Unto the woman he said, I will greatly multiply thy sorrow and thy conception. In sorrow thou shalt bring forth children, and thy desire shall be to thy husband, and he shall rule over thee. A woman naturally desires a man's covering. Don't let podcasts, social media, emotional outbursts, or the feminist liberation movement fool you. Their desire is supposed to be to their husband.
Why aren't you here? You are embarrassing.
Women, most importantly black women, desire a man's covering, his love, direction, protection, and security. But the enemy has crept in and made an offer. When a woman is hurt, she will expose it all and sink the ship, even if she's on it, because her biological nature sometimes is governed by her emotions, which is why a man is a balance. That's why scripture tells men to dwell with them according to knowledge, because emotion versus emotion is chaos. There has to be logic. And also a system or community that's needed to implement structure for women and children's standard of living. This is why the elderly who are married and the older women are very important, but something went terribly wrong.
You didn't come this far to only come this far. Keep going. Your breakthrough is on the other side of your obedience.
The book of 1 Peter, chapter 3 and verse 7. Likewise, ye husbands, dwell with them according to knowledge, giving honor unto the wife as unto the weaker vessel, and as being heirs together of the grace of life, that your prayers be not hindered. If a woman is out of her natural nurturing element, it will harden her. Some out of survival, some out of their upbringing, but some just out of plain old competition with the black man.
I understand you're upset, but there were factors beyond my control.
but submitting to authority is her natural role.
I've had enough of your tardiness. This is completely unprofessional.
I know, and I'm truly sorry. It won't happen again.
Compliance levels are perfect. The conditioning is holding.
Excellent. We've maximized utility.
So the unfortunate conditions of the black woman, mixed with social programming and government aid, has turned her masculine as a strong black woman that we see today.
You are powerful. You are important. You are enough. I don't need a man.
In her mind, she has conquered all things. Money is good, the job just gave a promotion, bills paid, carpet laid, today was a good day.
We don't need a man. Then we are boss chicks. These men in today's age are weak and sassy.
But yet and still, her desire will always be to a husband. But what happens when she becomes the husband that she desires, and men no longer desire her?
You think I need your money? I make more in a day than you'll ever see.
But baby,
I live heavy, I know what I want, and honestly, it scares them away. Right. They see the muscle and assume I don't need a man.
So the strength is the issue.
Yeah. You didn't come this far to only come this far. Keep going. Your breakthrough is on the other side of your obedience.
And eventually, not only does she grow to become the man that she desires, but her son grows to become the man that she doesn't desire. Because chasing all those dreams come with a cost. Also a sacrifice made that later comes with regret. A very regretful decision that so many find themselves making. And one day, she'll eventually realize that she's been tricked by the snake in the garden.
You don't need a man. Repeat after me. I'm an independent woman.
I'm an independent woman.
The whole message of this video is to never trade what the Most High God has blessed you with for worldly happiness. Because it's all a delusion anyway to infiltrate the family structure that the Most High has ordained. God said, be fruitful and multiply to produce legacy, not generational curses. So that same dedication and love we put into our careers and chasing the bag, we should be going even harder for our family, pouring into these kids, because they didn't ask to be here. And family requires husband and wife to raise children. But I hope this can educate somebody. Strong black woman.
It's working perfectly. She hates the black man.